That is better. Well, good morning. I am out here at the barn. It is 4:30 in the morning, and I've created this small habit, I guess, where I save the barn cleanup and kind of the tool put away, and just throughout the week, getting on with projects. If I don't get stuff put back where it needs to go, I save it for the weekend. And I get up super early before the world is up, before the sun is up, and it just feels good to get out here and get stuff started. And then I've been working on a few things just the last couple of days. And normally I do put stuff away. I'm very picky about putting stuff away, but 4 kids, we got a busy schedule. Sometimes I need to rush out of here. And I leave stuff behind. Last night I knew it wasn't gonna rain, so I left everything out. So again, my barn is tight, it's compact, but typically the side-by-side's in here. I've got the mulcher now, I got my trailer. Usually all sits inside here. If I have a big project, I have to pull it all out. But it did not rain last night, so I left it all out because I knew I'd be out here early this morning to take care of some stuff. The other thing I like to do is when we have an excessive amount of cardboard, or I save all my wood cutoffs, rather than just filling up a trash can, I save all that and I have a little fire area back here, which I think is also something fun that I've been doing a lot of, is starting a fire early in the morning back over here, especially after a day of rain. It did rain yesterday, so I know all the leaves and everything else is all wet, so I don't have any concerns, but we can get a little fire started. I actually have a box of boxes, and I have an old wood shelf we're gonna go ahead and get rid of instead of trying to get it all into the trash can and just filling that thing up. Get a little fire going, start the morning off just like we're camping. Well, that took off rather quickly. Those are just the wood scraps, all my cutoffs from my projects I've been working on. And at the same time, I'm usually like going through some of the stuff that I've just saved over the years, like these giant blocks. I glued up a bunch of 2x4s, made this cool shelf thing. These were the cutoffs, but like, they've been in the barn for 3 years. What am I gonna do with it? Miles would finally get rid of it. Just taking up space, and all I need is more space. Wow, I thought we had 2 owls, and then I heard a third. I'm pretty sure I heard a 4th owl, all just hooting over there. That is so cool. And sometimes, if it's just not in the way, I sometimes just leave it, like this metal here. I mean, it kind of just hangs out on the floor right now. The wheels of the trailer straddle this, so it just slides over the top of it, so it's really not in my way for the most part. Plus, I've used it for a few projects, and I have another project coming up that I'm gonna be using more of it possible, so I just felt like I should leave it. But yeah, probably should pick up a little bit, like my drills. So once it gets light out, I will show you what I was working on yesterday. It's for the backhoe of the tractor. I've been wanting to get it off the tractor because you've seen me driving it around, and it's on the tractor all the time because it's just huge. I don't want to park it outside and just leave it there. And to unhook it and to rehook it, it's not a big deal, but it does take time. And winter's coming up, and I want to store it inside. I want to be able to put it down, and I wanted to be able to move it. So that's what I did. I started off. I got some little dolly carts. I built this little structure thing, thought it'd work out good. They're rated for the right poundage, but the wheels are so small and my concrete's not perfect, so it wouldn't roll and the wheels weren't turning. And so there's side pressure, and that backhoe weighs like 850 pounds. So I was really worried about me trying to move it, snapping a wheel off, and then tumbling it over to the side. So yesterday I kind of started from scratch, revamped. I think I figured it out. But that's just one of those projects that sure would love to get it on video for y'all, but I had no idea what I was gonna be doing. And it's such a tight space in here. I just figured it kind of would have been a waste of trying to show you what I was doing, because there was just so much back and forth. I mean, it took me a good amount of time, because it was just hook the tractor to the backhoe, raise the backhoe, take some measurements, lower back down, raise it, lower it, build this thing, lower it, raise it, lower it, unhook it, pull the tractor out, rehook it. It was just like, it was just insane. It was just nuts. And it's just a lot. And I don't think you guys really would have got anything out of it at all. So it's easier just to skip that part of it, show you the aftermath of it, show you what I built, show you how it's working, I guess. Seems to work. All right. Okay. I'm not sure why these are in here. Morning, goats. You guys ready for some food? You guys getting hungry? You want some breakfast, guys? I gotcha. I gotcha. Look out. Nope. AJ. No. Hey. We've spoiled them now. On occasion, we let them out, let them kind of run around the property a little bit, all within boundaries, but now they like rush the gate every time, thinking they can just get out and do. Oh, man, you guys are just nuts. Anything they want to do. AJ, buddy. Lady Mama. Morning, Licorice. Who's over here? Hey. Unicorn Shine. Yeah. Oh, you're so soft. We got Millie. And Button Blue, our big boy. And AJ here, his lump actually went away just about completely. So I've been kind of just monitoring him, and he's actually been putting on a little bit more weight now too finally. So he's starting to get that little round little belly here. So I think he's doing pretty darn good. I think my plan for the morning is I kind of want to just clean up inside their little paddock a bit. I got a bunch of extra hay that they've got thrown down. I want to take that, throw that over, but I want to have the side-by-side over there so I can just throw it directly into the back of the wheeler. I can take it up to the pumpkin patch and use that around the pumpkins. Then I got a bunch of this is from the driveway. I mean, they ate it up pretty darn good. I mean, most of the leaves are gone. Like I said, if it's on the ground, like directly on the ground, they don't want to eat it like down here. But if it's up hanging up a little bit higher, they seem to mow down on it. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, but it's still pretty wet out here right now. I think the kids are probably, oh yeah, it's really wet. Kids are probably about awake now, so I'm gonna run inside, maybe make them some breakfast quick. And we'll kind of see about getting back out here. The sun's not even actually up yet. It's still behind those trees. So, I mean, it's light out, but the sun's not quite up yet. And once it's up, hopefully it'll dry some of this out. We can get to work. I hear you, goats. I hear you. Hey, Button. You like that trough, don't you? They like sleeping in the trough. I don't know what it is about that, but they just enjoy up there. I mean, the stool, I mean, it probably is one of the higher structures they have, I guess. I need to build some taller little platforms and beds for them. Definitely need to do that. All right, look out, guys. Yeah, it's pretty wet too. It's been raining a lot lately. Man, get out of the way, goats. Holy cow, just stick there, stay in the way there. There we go. Wouldn't mind moving this thing too. I try to move it once a week, the trough, so that way they're not trampling down all the grass and stuff so bad in one specific area. Same with all the toys, like the teeter-totters and the stools. I do try to rotate those out, move them around their area. That way it's not killing all the grass in one spot. But this has been sitting a little longer than I would have liked. Like I said, it's been raining so much. Yeah, this should finish off the pumpkins pretty nice. I did make it all the way down, the entire pumpkin row. Then I was kind of going in and just thickening it all up, really getting it in there. It seems to be working pretty well. Kind of sucks that this is all wasted hay that they're not going to eat. In the long run, it does suck. But at least I'm not letting it go completely to waste. Boy, this is probably the biggest pile yet. All right, why don't you guys get out, make this a little lighter for me. All right, come on, get out there, butthead. There we go. All right, look out. Oh, that's not too bad. Probably just need to move it a few feet. Trying to find a flat spot in the ground. That's not too bad right there. Oof, that is pretty uneven actually. There we go. I'd say that is pretty good. What do you think? What do you think? Should we move your slide over? teeter-totter. There we go, looking a little better. Not looking too bad in here. I wish I could move it a little bit easier, but it's just so freaking heavy. We'll come back and get you some more hay later. Yeah, so the pumpkins have been doing great. I mean, tons of flowers. There's even some small pumpkins I think I've seen actually starting to grow now too. I have noticed though, once we had our little cold snap, that some of the flowers did start to like shrivel up and look like they were dying, but the rest of them are still looking great. There's tons of little bees right now all over all these flowers. It's so cool to see. I'm not sure if it's the slope of this hill or if because the water, when I do water, starts at the top and works its way down, but everything up top is really thick and it's growing like crazy, where it just slowly gets smaller as it gets to the bottom of the hill here. So I'm not really sure if it's just the way everything drains or if it is because that's where the water starts and maybe it's getting a little bit more water, more moisture up there. I don't know. And obviously, the few pumpkins that I've seen are on the top end. I think there's a couple down here I think I've seen, but mostly they're all up there. Oh, look at this one. It is forming right underneath this flower. Right there. Look at that little thing. That's so cool. Oh, another one right down there. Ooh, there's nice. Look at that little thing. What a cute little pumpkin. A little bigger than a quarter. You got this one starting here. Oh, here's another one. Look at that thing. We got a big boy here. Oh, there's our bee friend. Figured since we're up here by the barn, I'd show you kind of what I was working on the last couple of days for the tractor, but it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but it's this right here. So this is just a 25 by 25 inch platform on 6-inch wheels made of mostly of 4x4s. I got a sheet of plywood on the bottom kind of holding it all together, but the backhoe sits on that. I realized when the riggers are down, the whole unit itself will balance and sit off the ground on those riggers. So that is pretty much the center point of this whole system here, basically. So we have it sitting right underneath that point, and then I have it resting here too. I cut a little notch, probably hard to see, but this rests down inside there. And it seems to work pretty good. And then I chained up the bucket because after I unhook my hydraulics, I didn't want the weight of the bucket to push down, push the hydraulic fluid back up through the system and put extra pressure on the hoses, which then makes it very difficult to reattach. I did it one time where I wasn't paying attention. I let it sit outside for a couple days and everything dropped, created a bunch of pressure. I ended up having to put a rag over the end of the hose, the little fitting, and then I tapped it with a hammer, and it burst out some hydraulic fluid, all under pressure. It actually blew a hole. I think I tripled the towel that was over the end, and when I hit it, it was so much pressure, it burst through every layer of that. That's how much pressure was on there. And then it attached very easily after that. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. So now the whole backhoe is unattached from the tractor. So now when I back this up, I'm actually backed up extremely close, getting me more room on the front of the barn, which is what I needed. And now when I go roam around, I don't have to have the backhoe hooked up and on all the freaking time. So this is gonna be really nice to have. So since I first used the mulcher, I did get one more load of mulch a few days ago, done and complete, just before the storm came in to finish off that big tree. But I still need one more good load. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hook it up right now, take it down to that pile and see if we can't get ourselves one more load. Oh, too much weight. Oh, whew. One more load of mulch. It'll finish off that big tree. And I will need the trailer. So I figured while I'm over here, might as well load up the branches that the goats are basically done with. And we can add them to our chipper pile. There we go. So last time I was mulching, I did have to stop pretty quick because it started to storm. So I just want to verify. Yeah, it's pretty well cleaned out. It's kind of wet. Yeah, it was a little wet too because it was after it rained. So some of those branches and stuff were not the greatest looking, but for the most part, looks like everything's cleared out. All right, I think we're good to start. Let's see here, gas on, choke on, third throttle. Should be good. ready to dump this load? Ready to dump? There it goes. There you go. That big tree, you want me to cut the tree? No, that's still a good tree. All right, first and last of the day. I think we got this one complete. All right, we just got back to the barn, unhooked the trailer, gonna head down and grab the chipper next, clean it all up, get it put away. But thanks for spending the day with me today. Hope you enjoyed it. See y'all next time. Later.